Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Okay everyone, this is a divine spread for the week from the 6th, even though today is the 7th, going from Sunday to Sunday, so from the 6th of December until the 12th of December of 2021. Let's see what Spirit wants to communicate to us. What are the energies that we will be surrounded by? What's going on in our environment, in the ethers? How is it affecting us personally as well as on a larger scale? What's the divine spread about? Thank you, Spirit. What do we need to know? Archangel Michael, please guide us. Please guide us so that we know what to expect, the possibilities. And remember everyone, this is a general reading, so it will not resonate for all of you. 6th to the 12th of the month. So what's at the foundation is the Three of Wands. What is hidden from us? The Nine of Cups. Recent past. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is an earth sign, doesn't have to be. Could be a Taurus, Capricorn, or a Virgo. Could be just someone that is very much about their money, their stability, business. What's happening in the now? Yeah, lots of unknown things going on. We're still in eclipse energies. We just had a solar eclipse a couple of days ago. Remember, the sunlight was blocked out for a couple of minutes. So we know that we've been in something called darkness, or when the sun's light is blocked, it's like an energy where all the darkness comes up. Back in the days, they used to be very, very fearful of the darkness. But as the sun comes through, the sunlight comes through, everything will be shown to us. Now the moon does speak to fears, lots of fears, but also a lot of perception, a lot of intuition, dream state. Pay attention. What do you see? What is brought to you from Spirit, your dream state? What are the messages that are communicated to you from Spirit, from the darkness, from the light? Today's message was an awakening, and it did speak a lot to Persephone and her journey into the underworld with Hades. And we did, the High Priestess energies, that Neptunian energy came through, where there's been a lot of confusion about what's going on, a lot of secrecy. The pomegranate, everyone, was the food of the gods, and we know that on the High Priestess, it shows the pomegranate. This is the pomegranate, right, which is food that the gods used to indulge in, and that's why they had those godly powers, that high intuition. I feel that the energies right now are speaking to, doesn't matter how dark a situation seems, it's time to know that we've got the power within us through our perception, our intuition, and our higher self, to be able to see through the darkness, to be able to have that clear vision, that 2020 vision, that intelligence that comes through our third eye, and through our crown chakra. So connection to the divine, to spirit, for guidance. Let's see what is our goals and our aspirations. What's crowning this reading? We have the Emperor. The Emperor is usually someone that's in a position of power, someone that could be trying to control. Emperor and the King of Pentacles could be the same person, could be two different people for either of you. For some of you, I mean, the Emperor being in this position, which I usually see this spread usually as a, the zodiac wheel, a horoscope. So the Emperor at the top of the chart, this speaks to needing to be very mature, needing to stand strong and know that we've got the power within us to take charge, to take charge of our own lives and bring a sense of stability where there hasn't been stability. Now, this could relate to work, this could relate to leaders, someone who's in a position of leadership, both the King of Pentacles, being a very experienced king, right, the last king of the lot, the Earth king, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've also got Aries. The Emperor is Aries, and Aries is cardinal fire. It's all about taking action, and this is what we aspire to. This is what we are trying to maintain or work through or accomplish. So a position of power, becoming the boss, taking charge. All this is someone in your life, someone who could be quite, the Emperor doesn't come through as very loving. He's more about what needs to be done. He's the captain of the ship. He's the one that will make a ruling, call the shots. And this could speak to also world leaders, if not someone that's in your life. Now, I'm not reading reversals, so we'll see what this Emperor is in a moment. Let's see what the action and advice is. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all with the Devil. Obviously, the Devil is Capricorn, and Venus, I've been saying, is on top of Pluto. So anything connected to relationships, any relationships, work-based, family, romantic, are going through like a purging process. This can speak to our money as well, and money comes through career, doesn't it? So the Devil is Saturnian, it's toxic, it's challenging, it's limiting, it's connected to a vicious cycle or to fears. We've got the Moon and we've got the Devil, two cards that speak to great fear. The fear of the unknown, the fear of what if. But as you can see, both the Emperor and the Devil have both got a grey beard. So this could be, again, someone in your life that's trying to control you. This could be a world leader that's trying to control the masses. Venus on top of Pluto. Pluto is plethora. It's the masses. It's riches. It's the gold. It's the abundance. But it's also a death. A death of the patriarchy and the possibility of the birthing of the matriarchy, which we've been through the patriarchy for thousands of years. And patriarchies, people that are in charge, people that are at the top of their game, which would be the Emperor. And I feel that these people, now collectively as well as individually, someone's trying to keep their position of strength, power, and not let go of it. So trying to hold on to those riches, hold on to their financial rich status. And we know that with Pluto and Venus, because Venus will be retrograding there, she'll be there for about 3 months, everyone. So a lot is going to be changing concerning collective energies as well as personal. Where is Capricorn for you? Which area of life is Capricorn for you? Okay, and the devil does speak to timing as well. This is Kronos. Kronos and Saturn. Saturn wanted to hold his position of being in a position of rulership, and therefore gobbled up all his children. So, but he was tricked. As karma says, he was overthrown by his own offspring, by Jupiter, by Zeus. And obviously the myth of Persephone, who was stolen by Hades and taken into the underworld, and she became the queen of the underworld, but she was allowed only to visit the upper world every 6 months. So right now there is no growth, everyone, because there's a sense of control. The challenge is to overcome and see what is more of value to you. Is it materialism? Is it that one fears that they will lose their position of power or money or their prosperity? Or is it, what makes you feel more abundant? The ability to be in a world that is very, there's strong connection emotionally with, remember, Pluto can also speak to the masses. So do you prefer to take a position of power and have the power of, the financial standing, rather than having the power of the collective, which is, Aquarius? We're moving into the age of Aquarius. Aquarius speaks to freedom, it speaks to truth, it speaks to politics, it speaks to intelligence, it speaks to an ethereal connection where the masses are joined through a collective power or love, that we are all one, we are all in this together, or that we as a group, that there is a group effort. And also on a personal scale, we need to detach from anything that has been toxic, anything that has been dark, anything emotionally dark in our life. So fear brings on psychological, and therefore creates physical illness, not only mental, psychological illness, but also physical illness. A healthy mind leads to a healthy body, and a healthy body leads to a healthy mind. So would say our ancient wise ones, philosophers. But the devil, the action and advice is, the devil says here that do not stand in fear, know that this too shall pass, that this is, you're looking more into through that dark lens of fear, okay, and feeling challenged by that. Both these cards are very, very similar to me. This could be a toxic relationship, a toxic job, a toxic perception as well. Remember also that Aquarius is also ruled by Saturn, not only Capricorn. So there's a lot going on in Capricorn with Venus retrograding there the next 3 months. There's a lot going on in Aquarius. Jupiter is still moving through Aquarius. Saturn is transiting through Aquarius. So it's the Aquarian Capricorn archetype now that is being very challenging. So it's many changes are going to happen. Many changes are going to happen because we are in a position to need to make decisions of which side of the fence we're going to be on. Are we going to stand in fear, or are we going to know that we are the ones in power? We're the ones that can make the decisions in our own lives. Let's see what the potential is. The decision will have to do with leaving the fear and the limitations behind. but also needing to put in the effort, stand strong, know that the power is within us, and know that this is a maturing, sobering energy, but it's something that we need to stand strong in. And remember that we're with the shift of the nodes, the energies are shifting as well. Okay, now the sun is transiting through Sagittarius. We're still dealing with some karma that we're shedding from the past, but I feel that after, I would say even the 15th, from the 15th onwards, I do feel that this purging process will be playing out. Okay, it's going to be still very challenging until roughly the end of the year. 2022 will be a different story, because Jupiter, who outsmarted his father and took the throne from him, was able to have that wisdom and that intelligence of how to find a solution to his problem, and even released his brothers and sisters from the stomach of a Saturn, right? So he freed himself, he outsmarted his father, he took a position of power, and therefore freed those who were not as intelligent, as wise, and as open-minded. Okay, because Sagittarius can also speak to dogmatic ideas. This is what we're needing to let go of. And know that we are free. We are free to live. We are free to roam. We are free to fly. We are free to communicate. We are free to know that we are able to speak our truth, and justice will be served at some point. So justice speaks to karma and dharma. Let's see what the possible outcome is. We've got judgment, and this is perfect. Absolutely. We've got the support of Archangel Michael here. There is going to be a resurrection. A resurrection as long as we overcome the fears of being controlled, bound, restricted, limited, and we need to know that the devil can also speak to a system, okay? A system that's been there for everyone. And I do feel with the age of Aquarius coming through, the plutocracy, which is Pluto in Capricorn, and with Venus retrograding there, this is going to change. It's going to be a different story in about 3 months, everyone. So there's going to be a critical moment where whatever has died for you, or whatever is needing to die and leave your life, will help for you to resurrect your life. So letting go of anything that is toxic, dark, and controlling in your life. Remember, this is Pluto, and Pluto is Hades. Even though it speaks to death, the shadows, purging process, it does speak to resurrection, so a rebirth. Now let's see what the planetary alignments and the divine has got to tell us. We've got 6 of Pentacles. So there will be equal giving and receiving, balance, harmony, justice, and money coming through generously. This could be money that's owed to you. Could be from someone that owes you. You've done the work, you haven't received yet. This is literally or metaphorically, right? This is generosity. We have the King of Swords, Aquarius, more than likely. Truths. The King of Swords could be someone who wears a uniform, could be a doctor, could be communication, truth, could be anyone that works for the law. We know the King of Swords is someone that usually speaks their truth, and they've got that intelligent right side of the brain, so that ingenious mind of being able to discriminate and sever ties with anything that's been harmful, or anything that's been, or anyone that's been very toxic, or just very challenging. Let's see. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So Scorpio, naturally. Knight of Cups speaks to an offer coming through. This is an offer for a payout, an offer for let's agree to disagree. I don't know why, but this could also speak to medicine, some form of medicine. It could be literal or metaphorical again, because this is someone coming in holding this Ace of Cups, which could be, this could be coming from matters of justice, legalities, new breakthroughs concerning breakthroughs of medicinal practices that can help. Remember that the Knight of Cups is Scorpio, so it's that Plutonian. It's going deep. It's going deep, and it's also transforming, but also being able to see through the darkness, you know, having that X-ray vision, which is Aquarius, new ways of doing medicine, new ways of connecting or communicating, or being able to see through people that are in positions of power that are coming through as quite dark. This is like a sense of harmony and balance and truth coming through, connected to an offer or something that's on the table. Is it a matter of love? Is it... There's been a lot of thought, but a lot of... remember, there's a lot of water usually here in the Knight of Cups. In this, in the original here, we've got the horse standing on earth. And earth is more stable. He's ready to take a step and walk over the water. So this could be a very emotional time and a very grounding time as well. And I feel that because this is the Scorpio card, it does relate to the Taurian energy, which Taurus is ruled by Venus. So something is going to be shown, communicated, connected to that full moon eclipse in Taurus, which is going to bring a lot of hidden details up from Hades, from Pluto, from the underworld. A lot of secrecy, a lot of truth will be revealed, and it's going to be very emotional and very transformative. It goes very deep. Remember that Scorpio can speak to poisons as well as medicines. It's going to be a very emotional time. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the star, so Aquarius, promises greatness, promises a wish fulfillment, promises truth. As you could see, she's in her birth suit. This is like a rebirth as well. And there is hope, there is healing for something that you've maybe wished for from something that could be at a distance, or something that was at a timely distance. That's why I feel that this promises, as Jupiter exits Aquarius, he will also leave the gifts. He will be entering Pisces, which will speak to magic. It will also speak to a lot of information coming through, which we will have to be intelligent in trying to figure out, because Jupiter in Pisces can also bring a lot more deception. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is. 6th to the 12th. We've got the High Priestess. I was talking about the pomegranate. Here is the High Priestess. We need to use our own intuition, connect to spirit, to the divine. There is a lot of deception, a lot of secrecy. There could also be, if this is a love connection, the High Priestess does speak to a third person. I don't know if someone is hiding in the shadows. I don't know if this is a spiritual connection that you're connecting to. There's not much spirituality connected to the Emperor and to the King of Pentacles. They're more about what you see is what you get. It's more about materialism and power. So maybe for those of you that are dealing with someone that you felt spiritually inclined to, or you've been receiving messages, or even through your dreams, that there is a lot going on that is unknown. But remember, the High Priestess also speaks to someone that's already awoke, someone that is open to connection to the divine. So it's got a lot to do with the moon phases, right? So we've had a full moon lunar eclipse, and we've had a new moon solar eclipse. So a lot will be shown to us, and the High Priestess, remember, is very knowledgeable. Remember, it's Pisces. She is Pisces. Pisces Virgo axis, which does speak to health, our mental, our physical health, as well as feeling a sense of imprisonment. Maybe even the imprisonment can speak to blockages from our shadow side to our light side. So some of us, and I feel that this awakening, we're all going through a certain awakening in different stages. Just like the eggs in an incubator, or when a chicken sits on her eggs and they hatch one at a time when they're ready. That's how I feel we are growing and obviously ready to come into this world as awoke star seeds, awoke individuals, seeds. That's what I feel is this High Priestess speaks to, that everyone is ready when they're going to be ready, but through going through that incubation, so the right temperature, the right timing, that's what it's all about. So let's take more cards now and see, because the High Priestess, remember again, the pomegranates, the food from the gods. This is the food from the gods, can be metaphorical food. It could be meditation. It could be knowledge, wisdom, and especially this solar eclipse, which happened in Sagittarius, which we know Sagittarius is very spiritual. And after that moment of darkness comes the enlightenment, and the enlightenment brings on new beginnings. But to have those new beginnings, we've been going through a purging process. What's this Three of Wands about? Because this is someone having either turned their back or waiting on their ships to come through. What we don't know is the Nine of Cups, so there could be a wish fulfillment. We've got two wish cards. Let's see. So we've got more Piscean energy, the Hanging Man, holding on, waiting. This is like a release with the Ace of Swords. This is clarity. And this is movement. Seven Swords, having the intelligence to move forward instead of just waiting on those ships to come through. This is like getting the ball rolling now, where truth needs to be communicated so that we could leave the conflict and move to a harmonizing energy. Right? If this is a love relationship, it could also be a distance, physical distance, emotional distance at this time. Let's look at that Nine of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords, which could speak to quick information or harsh energies, truths, the clouded judgment being cut through. There's the Devil. And the Five of Wands. So this is hard. It's not easy. But the wish fulfillment says to me, with the Devil there, that the Knight of Swords cuts through the crap, cuts through the lies and the deception, or maybe even the fear. And even though there's conflict here, the Devil does promise something long term, something that maybe you're working through right now. And the Nine of Cups does promise that those who have been in the darkness and doing things only for themselves and not connecting on a higher level, those who have taken advantage of their position of power, those are the ones that will be dealt with accordingly, through litigation, through judgment, I feel. That's what I feel is going on here. Someone is scared to speak their truth here. There's conflict, but I feel that the fear will be overcome. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles. We have the 8 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords, and the 5 of Pentacles. So, someone who's gone through financial stress, someone who's been putting in a lot of work, maybe in the wrong way, with that 7 of Swords. Someone that's done something either secretly, even though this is someone that needs their security, they work very hard towards it. I think they've been strategizing and doing things the wrong way. That's why we've got the 5 of Pentacles, because the King of Pentacles would not feel comfortable in a 5 of Pentacles situation, financially speaking. And they've gone through changes. That 8 and 5 is 13. So financial changes because of stealth. Maybe someone else stole from them. Maybe someone was more intelligent than them. So they've been challenged financially as well as that emotionally. This could also speak to a connection, that there's been deception, or that this is a secretive connection because of different social status or age difference or difference in beliefs. But yes, this King of Pentacles may have been quite strategic and maybe holding back on information. Let's look at the Moon in the now. This happened in the recent past. Could be the distant past for others of you. Timing is difficult to pinpoint. So we've got the Strength card. There's the High Priestess. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. So this is us needing to trust our intuition, to have faith. We've got a card of trust with a Strength card. This could also speak to a secretive, very sexual connection where someone is a third person. The Ace of Pentacles could be a potential offer for something long term. This could also speak to secrecy around the home, around someone who could be a mother figure. A lot of secrecy, and maybe even knowledge. This is saying be patient. That eclipsed, those eclipse energies will bring something to light. Something maybe that you were not trusting would happen. Or some of you have been hoping for this and maybe even seeking guidance towards it. Know that that little voice within you, you should listen to it. Know that you should trust that little voice within you. Now, the Ace of Pentacles can speak to a child, can speak to a marriage, a commitment, a position at work. Let's see what the Emperor shows. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, a motherly figure. Someone who is very stable. Someone who works very hard. Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor, very different energies. We know that the Emperor is someone that's very detached, very passionate, very much about, needing to do things in a certain way, not being very much about the details. Whereas the Queen of Pentacles, she's looking at that pentacle. She's very detail-oriented and very nurturing, whereas the Emperor is not. He's got bigger matters to tend to, but we've got the 10 of Cups here and the 7 of Pentacles. So again, lots of pentacles. So this is concerning money matters, being stuck or having invested. And this could be a Saturn 7-year cycle for some of you, where you're going through many changes concerning a 7-year cycle, a Saturnian challenge. And this can speak to family or someone's happiness. 10 of Cups does speak to an ending and a new beginning, but you're turning a difficult corner. So this could be the ending an ending and before a new beginning takes place, we are stuck with that 7 of Pentacles. I feel that this Queen of Pentacles or the Emperor is thinking, do I invest more time here because I've already invested so much? It's a difficult choice, and I do feel someone is going to be at a particular position to need to make a choice, and it's a very critical moment. Let's look at the Devil. We have the Page of Wands, so a messenger coming through, someone willing to take a risk, maybe, you know, take a risk and overcome any fears, fears of restrictive energies, or someone not accepting their offer. Someone ready to go on an adventure and explore, even though they're exploring what it is that they desire, because remember the Devil does speak to those animalistic desires, right? This could be a sexual connection. And we've got the 4 of Swords, so 2 4s. I feel that that's why someone was stuck, something to do with their home, their foundation, their securities. But with the Page of Wands, this is a page that's ready to take the action. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. Or someone that took a risk. Someone that took a risk concerning anything to do with their home, their family. It could be a marriage or a business or something long-term. Maybe they've gone through a purging process, a Saturnian limiting time in their life. Maybe there are regrets concerning that. Let's look at Judgment, because this is second chances. We've got the Queen of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the 7 of Cups. There's that 2 of Swords, which is a dilemma, and the World card. So yes, someone is going to end a major cycle. Someone is through difficulty and through a moment of crisis. They're going to have to trust their heart. They're going to have to trust their the calling that comes through spirit, through their higher self. The World card does speak to Venus being ready to be rebirthed, and this does speak very much to the transiting Venus through the sign of Capricorn, where I said it's make or break. It's if we've been stuck in a toxic situation, for many of us, we're putting an end to this emotional hardship or this controlling desire to be in a position of power or to lead or to not take into consideration other people in our lives. Or if this is a relationship, then you're leaving something toxic, maybe something that was just very challenging for you, something that disappointed you on many levels. I'm going to say here we've got the 4 of Cups and the 4 of Swords, which comes after the 3. So secretive situations here with a High Priestess, secrets being revealed, things that have been very dark. There's that 10 of Wands, and there's the Strength card once more. So Leo is all about the sun. The sun is clarity, it's warmth, it's hope, it's healing. So someone is needing to have the courage to put down a challenging, burdensome chapter in their life and move towards what it is that they desire in truth and be rebirthed, because the world is Venus being rebirthed, and this is a successful completion. It can also speak to world travel. Let's take one card after the World. And we've got the King of Wands. So we've got the World sits beneath, between the King and the Queen of Wands. So King and Queen of Wands, fire. Fire means desire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. There's a lot of confusion, deception, and choices to be made. It's a critical moment. Remember, both the King and the Queen of Wands are leaders. Queen of Wands, very magnetic, attractive. She's all about knowledge. So after the knowledge comes through, we are open to choices, and the choice is ours to complete this major karmic cycle in our lives collectively as well as personally. King of Wands is someone who sits in the position of power, right? So someone who's ready to and has the courage to move forward with what it is they want to create. Let's have a look at the King of Swords and the Knight of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles, once more, there will be equal giving, receiving, generosity. This is a sharing of information. And what is this sharing? This sharing brings in the Queen of Cups. So again, like the High Priestess, strong intuition, someone open for love, open with love to sacrifice and give through the heart. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, which brings in the fated changes. This could also speak to an ending, a powerful ending to a difficult cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of fate. And remember, we've got a Queen of Cups and a Knight of Cups, which could also speak to age difference, difference in beliefs, difference in perceptions. This is Sagittarius. Let's take one more on the Wheel of Fortune. And we've got the Five of Cups, everyone. So this is cutting our losses and knowing that we need to change our perception or, you know, what we are focusing on. This is about crossing over a bridge, getting over something and not being stuck in the past. This is like purging, going through that purging process. Oh my God. There are the two cups that are standing behind him and the two cups, the soulmate connection. 7 cups here. We've got 7 of Cups here, which again is Pisces. This is unconditional love. Even though this could have been a secretive connection as well. Yes, things could be coming to light now, or the secrecy could be ending, or someone is making a decision to step forward. If this is a spiritual connection that's turning more real, it's grounded, it's based in reality. I mean, the Capricorn energy, Saturn, is based in reality. It's heavier, but it's real. It's something that you can touch. And we have the Magician, which is an ace. And the Magician speaks to having the power from the ethers, the ethereal power, and the manifestation of a new beginning. The Magician, we've got all those tools. We've got the intelligence, the logic, the ability to pull a rabbit out of a hat, right? Make the magic. So it's interesting. We've got Gemini, Virgo, the Magician, and the Wheel of Fortune. This is the axis Gemini, Sagittarius. And with this full moon, which will be completing for Gemini in the sign of Gemini, this is something that will be culminating. A decision has been made. Remember, Gemini is the twins. Let's see what this High Priestess is about. The Karma Dharma concerning this High Priestess. We've got the Pensiero. So this is like the Hermit energy. Someone's thinking very closely concerning either matters of health, or they're looking into contracts. This could be someone that's legal, or someone that is just trying to read between the lines. They're seeing the light. There's a discovery that's made. This is very similar to the King of Swords and the Hermit, the artista, crazy scientist who makes a discovery. This could be new ways of doing medicine, as I said, new forms of healing. A discovery is made because of intelligence. Someone now sees the light. The confusion is cleared by a discovery that's made through intelligence, through good communication, through social media, finding information from others through social media on why and what's going on with the other side, the person that you are watching this reading for. So we've got Allegrezza al cuore. Again, it's the Five of Cups. So merriment and happiness, even though we see two divine masculine, one divine feminine. There's two divine masculine here as well. So I don't know how this speaks to you, but... And we've got the Ace of Cups and a pleasant conversations around a table. So coming into agreement, not to challenge, but to come through from a place of love. This is a meeting. This is a conference, right? Ace of Cups, a new beginning, the possibility, that Holy Grail being lifted, that Holy Grail being accepted or being looked at. Ace, this is serenity, this is happiness. Ace of Cups speaks to the potential for a new beginning. I think I'm going to have a look at the Emperor for a moment with the Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. So the mask comes off. You see the truth connected to this Emperor, maybe to an ending of a challenging chapter with this Emperor. This could be someone that was trying to control you. He could have been a boss. You get to see the truth. Merchant, the merchant. So something through matters of truth, seeing truths, and the truths could also bring an ending with an emperor who, look, the merchant is also someone who's very business orientated. He deals with import, export, but he's also thinking very carefully about contracts. So, or about, and when we speak of contracts, not only does it contain work, but also marriage, any contracts. And what are they thinking of? That there are regrets. Now, there's also jealousy here, because this is a form of imprisonment. Someone feeling imprisoned, or it was their perception of being imprisoned. But this truth will bring a sense of the ability to figure things out, to know that one is not kept under their own will through a contract. There's always the possibility to deal with these matters and get through them through finding an ingenious way around these difficulties. And there's the domestical. So the domestical, and I feel that the regrets here could also be trust matters. Trust matters. Where there's broken trust, there's broken commitments, I'm going to say. The domestical is supposedly someone that's there to help. But so far, it's been someone that hasn't been so helpful, there's fears of jealousy here, so another person being in the picture. Let's have a look at the King of Pentacles with the 8 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. So we've got the denaro. The denaro is like the safe, someone who's needing to feel safe financially or through marriage. This could also speak to someone who has married into an abundant wedding, maybe because of children, and this has been there's been a lot of secrecy around it. The militare is secrecy, but it's also 10 of Swords. So someone's been dealing with, an uphill battle because of secrecy, stealth, doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons. And we've got the Ace of Pentacles, which speaks to news coming through. News about hidden secret matters or a sexual connection. Finding out about a deception having taken place. A relationship which was secretive. The secret was because of other commitments or a marriage. There's been deception. And this is what's hard. But there's the possibility for this Ace of Pentacles, which is also the stanza, the Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles is on the table. Let's have a look at that. So that we've got the Moon, the Strength card, which is Leo, and it can speak to a very strong sexual connection, secret, and something is on the table here. We've got the Dottore, which means this has gone through transformation and death. Healing can take place here. There's the Lamante, the offer on the table, and there's the Fidelta, the dog of loyalty. So that maybe there's also been friendship, or someone maybe broke this loyalty, but this has got the possibility to heal through maybe through apologies, or someone knowing that they've done the wrong. Let's have a look at the hidden position. So the Nine of Cups, Knight of Swords, the Devil, and the Five of Wands. So we've got leggerezza, lightness of being, having gone through that transformation, a strong sexual connection. The butterfly, we know, does speak to, it goes from one flower to the other. So it does have that connotation of Pluto, but also sexuality and a lightness coming through, right? So a sense of freedom as well from this darkness of the devil. We've got good news coming from a distance, and we've got Amica, Four of Wands. So balance, harmony, legalities coming through, good news coming through from, you know, through the legal paths. Amica is a friend. She's also someone that's with you, helping you. It's very much the Libran energy, so a sense of justice and the possibility for something long-term and stable, as with that Four of Wands. So that speaks to someone receiving their Dharma after difficulties. Okay? Let's look at this devil here with the Page of Wands, Four of Cups, and the Four of Swords. We've got Melancholia, Morte, the death, and Gran Consolazione. So all these two cards speak to melancholy, a fear of loss, and that there is some sort of loss, because we've got the Morte, which is a death card. So yes, something has been shed or lost here, but then we've got the Gran Consolazione, which is the doors open to many choices, just like the Seven of Cups here. So something that you've imagined could turn from the dream into reality, as with the Saturnian promise. That could be very rewarding. And time-wise now, everyone, I don't know. It'll be different for each of you. I mean, Saturn is going to be moving through Aquarius until mid-2023. For others of you, this could speak to the Capricorn season. Let's see the outcome. So we've got Judgment, Queen of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Two of Swords, the World card, and the King of Wands. We've got La Reunion. So this is a reconciliation, another chance, a meeting. This is someone taking flight. If they're at a physical distance, it's the Eight of Wands. We've got the news comes through. Someone's made a choice. And we've got the Two of Swords. So this dilemma about visiting, or about a situation that's matured, or, you know, someone taking a voyage, a literal or metaphorical, has matured now. This could also speak to paper, you know, the red tape, but also communication about someone's initial decision here to visit or to accept a visit. And we've got the Bambino. The Bambino is a child. It's like a rebirth. Remember what I said about a rebirth? Let's take one card. One card on this Two of Cups, because I'm running out of Sibilas and time. And we've got Ladro, so the Ten of Pentacles, which can speak to a family situation. And there's been a negativity here. There's been stealth. So this is a third person. This is a chapter that's been very challenging, or an outsider coming in, so that's negativity coming in to challenge or to endanger someone's prosperity, someone's money, someone's financial standing, and also a family, so the ability to feel safe and secure within a family unit, right? Could be a third person. And we've got the Gran Signore, which is number 13, again the Scorpio energy. So the Gran Signore is someone who's very generous. This would be like the Six of Pentacles twice here, that someone's ready now to be generous. To be generous, even though they've got a name for themselves. This could be the King of Pentacles, it could be the Emperor. This could be the Emperor. I mean, the King of Pentacles has turned into the Emperor for others of you. But there is the ability for a meeting, for a reconciliation, for a meeting, like, you know, let's come from a place of love and understanding. Let's reunite. Let's overcome our fears, right? Let's overcome whatever's lost is lost. Okay, and it's most important to agree, even to disagree. And to know that we should not be stuck in the past. We've been going through a purging process, as I've said. As you know, Mars is also going to travel over the South Node in the next few days, which will be dealing with past matters. Even Venus retrograding will be bringing up old flames, old relationships, old money matters, or matters of values. Could be concerning family, could be concerning your values and what your opinion is, what the other person's opinion is, who's right and who is wrong. Well, this is what we are shedding, our beliefs concerning the past. It's time to make a decision to move forward in a positive way and not get stuck in the past. And this will be quite a process for the next 2 or 3 months. And as I said, everyone is on a different timeline. Wow, superbia, vanity, and pride. So this could be someone that did have a fair bit of pride and vanity. I guess this comes along with the position. Nevertheless, this is someone that's willing to be generous. This is a king. Could be a world leader. Could be someone that's a leader in their family, in their community. Let's see what the Spirit of the Animals Oracle wants us to know. So the 6th to the 12th, please, Spirit. This could also be someone who's very much the King of Cups. Okay, we've got the Knight of Cups, but the King of Swords is here. So someone who has trouble communicating their emotions, obviously. You will know that this person is reciprocating through acts of service, not more so through words. So let's see what the animal spirit of the animals has. And we have Lynx, keeper of secrets. Take time out from the world and be the observer. Nothing can deceive you when you trust your knowing. You see others' secrets and keep them sacred. In silence and solitude you will find your strength. So it is quite on point, everyone, especially with the High Priestess being shown so much today. All right, so the keeper of secrets, someone is holding on to their secrets to the point of no return, and this will be their downfall. For some of you, this is secrets that are being withheld for the wrong reasons. And these could be people that are forced or challenged because secrets can speak to light. Remember that the light was given to humanity, and it was Jupiter, I should say, Zeus, did not want the light to, and the light means intelligence, it means wisdom, did not want to share the light with humanity. but there was an intelligent other God who came through and sacrificed and gave the light to the people, and he was punished for that. So through sacrifice, and even sharing the knowledge amongst others. Knowledge is to be shared, it's not to be kept. And knowledge does speak to truth, it speaks to wisdom, it speaks to fairness and justice as well. So sharing is caring, everyone. Let's all be, the light. Let's all be the light, and let's all shine our light towards others through our heart and through our higher self. Let's all be the beacon of light towards the world, towards our loved ones, towards those that we don't know. Of course, the beacon of light and the light can only be shared with those that are open to it. Those who are closed off are not ready to hatch in that incubator. They need more heat, they need more time. And that could also speak to relationships of all sorts, or maybe even offers that are coming through. Remember the Knight of Cups? The Knight of Cups is an offer that's coming through which promises abundance, but there is something connected to negativity with this card. The Thief, fearing that the light will be stolen from you, this offer will be taken from you, whatever that speaks to you and your own personal journey. Anyway, I will leave you with that, everyone. As I said, I've got a 10% off all my services, of course, except for the extended readings for December that you purchase through my website. They're the only things that are not 10% off, but everything else, there's a 10% off. This offer goes until the 25th of December, Christmas Day. So get your orders in. December is practically booked out. I'm starting to book January. 10% off. Take advantage of it, as I said, until December 25th. Other than that, I'm wishing you well. Thank you so much for spending all this time with me, sharing your precious, beautiful time and comments. Thank you for your support on Patreon. Thank you for your support on YouTube. Love you all so much. Stay strong. These next few days will be challenging. Love to you always. Ta-da.